all of my beautiful people, perverts, and haters. It's Kandi, and today's video is going to be a little more serious, and I know that I have talked a lot lately just about depression and my feelings in general, just some like beach bitchin' vibes, but today's video is more going to be about the reality of internet hate. I posted a blog about this several days ago, and I will link it below, and I'm actually going to add this video to the end of that blog because it's really crazy the amount of hate you get on the internet. I mean, in general, apparently. I mean, everybody. I talked about this in my Facebook video, a couple of Facebook videos. I've talked about this a lot, about how the internet is so full of miserable fucks. Like, you know, I'm not going to get into just in general the broad spectrum of internet hate, because it's just every corner you look at. It's almost hard being on the internet anymore because it gets exhausting, you know? Like, you surround yourself with positive people. You surround yourself with positive vibes, and then to go on the internet and see everybody bitching and fighting and hating and just constantly just miserable fucks starts to make you a miserable fuck sometimes. So the reason for this video about internet hate is the fact that really this is going to be a call out for Instagram and really all social media platforms, because it's really disgusting how the social media platforms perpetuate this hate. Let me explain algorithms to you guys. Algorithms basically rate how often your profile is looked at. Like, it doesn't really say like, this is a hate comment, this is a good thing. All it shows is numbers as far as how much you're interacted with, how much you interact with your followers or fans, or how much how often people are leaving comments on your stuff. These are the reasons brands will come to you and offer you to do a collaboration, whether it's for you to promote their product, whether it's whatever. This is what attracts a brand to you as a social media person. So a lot of us will leave the hateful comments and either respond or some people delete them. It just really depends on what you're there for, okay? But if you're there to get sponsorships or to get product or to collab, you need to leave those comments and you need to leave that interaction, because the algorithm doesn't care whether it's positive or negative, okay? So just like when Kanye does crazy, outrageous things that seem negative, he's doing it for free press, okay? Now, this is business and marketing. It's worked for years and years and years. Your social media platforms do this as well. So, Twitter doesn't give a fuck if you're bullied or harassed. All Twitter cares about is that their platform gets used over and over and over. And the same with Instagram or Facebook. So here's my problem. My problem is that the trolls are getting crazier, okay? And listen, if you're going to be anywhere on the internet, be prepared to be trolled, because it happens, okay? You will one day find your picture on some fuckbag's feed making fun of you, which is what happened to me. This is the first time. I know that it's not I know my pictures are in other places too. I know that, okay? But I don't go actively looking for them. There are people that actively go look for them because they try to like go get them taken down everywhere. I don't actively go look for them, but I did happen to run across this profile, which was really funny. They had been taken down, and someone else that I follow on Instagram had posted that she had come back and was like, look who's back, bitch. And I didn't even see, she only had like 6 pictures or something up at the time, and I didn't even recognize my picture, to be honest with you, at first. And then when I went to her page, I realized, hey, that bitch stole my picture, stole it without permission, which we're going to get into that in just one moment, stole my picture without permission, blurred, put a circle around on my face, which is editing my picture without permission, which you're not allowed to do either, and then used it to make fun of me. Now, what this bitch does is she goes and she finds random fat girls that are living their life happily, unapologetically happy. Like in the picture, for example, of me, my husband and I were out having a beautiful day on a Saturday, and he was taking different pictures of me to post through my social media. Now, those pictures are really good memories for me because we had such a good day that day. And, you know, it took me until the last 2 years to really get out and start doing things like in public, however I wanted to do them, because I was afraid of scrutiny like this. Especially, I wouldn't post them for years and years. I mean, it took me a long time until really last year to start posting pictures that were just like pictures of me having a good time and weren't like perfect, you know, perfect modeling pictures. You know, I have been doing internet modeling since I was pretty much 19 years old. You can control. Back then, you could control more because they were on fetishy websites, okay? So I posed on fetish websites. I posed on pay websites years and years ago before, which is how I feel like I got started being more comfortable with my body, because I do remember whenever it became more, not mainstream, but like your picture could get out there, I remember being really scared of something like this happening, okay? Well, I probably a little over a year ago, between a year and 2 years ago, just started saying fuck it and posting what the fuck I wanted. Not posting what the fuck I wanted to post. Like, if it wasn't a flattering angle, I didn't really care so much. Maybe I liked the picture, maybe it was a good memory, or maybe sometimes it actually helps with our psyche to post something and be like, wow, that wasn't so hard, or that wasn't so bad. Now, for me, as you guys know, I have talked about it over and over, my mom was my biggest bully my entire life. So until I stopped talking to her, she was always my biggest bully. And if I would allow her to now, she would still be my biggest bully. People like that have demons. They have their own demons inside, which is why they want to rain on your parade. Please always remember that it does not reflect anything on you. It reflects 100% on what a shitty, miserable person they are to go online and harass random strangers. I mean, at least my mom and I have had it out a few times. I'm not giving her a pass for this, but you know, I'm her kid. I piss her off from time to time. No, all the time. She like fucking hates my guts. But we clash, okay? We have 36 years together, I guess. I haven't spoke to her in over 2 years now. So we'll go 36 years together of tit for tat, right? Because we fight. However, when a random stranger goes online, they're going through different hashtags. So they start looking literally on these, they call themselves shitlords. On their pages, they put up the hashtags for people to troll. So I'm not going to give you all a bunch of hashtags, but any of the hashtags, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see different things that I hashtag. They, especially body positivity, which I don't hashtag much anymore, but they go to those tags and they look for girls' pictures. And they either make memes out of them or they make fun of them. So back to what this bitch was doing. She was taking my picture, several of our pictures, and she would try to find something that was close to what we were wearing and try to mimic it, right? Try to reproduce it in her, what she considers a fit body, but she blurs her face out every time. I mean, she doesn't like put a blur over, but she makes sure that when she poses, you know, it's like, so you can't see her face, because obviously she's got some witchy face that she's really uncomfortable showing, which once again shows her insecurity and why she does this. Now, here's the thing. So many people reported her, and so many people reported her for bullying, harassment. They reported her for spam, because apparently Instagram takes spam more serious than bullying and harassing. But those two things didn't get her taken down yet. As I'm making this video, I'm going to check right now as I'm making it. She still had not been taken down yet. And she remade her page yesterday. And she remade her page yesterday and was gloating about how she's back. And there it is, okay? And let's see if she's still there. Oh yeah, she's there, and she's made fun of even more people now. Now, when you go to her page now, the picture that she had stolen from me is no longer on her page. The reason why it is no longer on her page is not because we filed bully, harassment, spam, any of that. It is because I had my attorney draft a letter on my behalf and send to Instagram to let them know that it was a infringement upon copyright. When you post a picture on the internet, you own the copyright unless like someone's taken it of you. So for example, the picture that this girl was using, Pete owns the copyright on it because he actually photographed the picture. Now the way a copyright works is that your work, if you can prove that you took the picture, you created the artwork, you created the book, whatever it is, if somebody steals that and uses it without your permission, you can file a copyright infringement claim. Now, once again, I want to reiterate, Instagram didn't give a fuck that she was bullying, harassing, mimicking, fat shaming, trolling, whatever you want to call it, hating, whatever the fuck you want to call it, spamming. They did not give a fuck about that. Using hashtags incorrectly, you can go on, being a vile fucking human being, literally baiting people. They didn't give a fuck about that. Instagram only gave a fuck when they got a legal form, a legal letter, whatever you want to call it, stating, hey, this is illegal and this is an infringement upon my rights, my copyright. So then they sent me an email and told me that post had been, certain post had been removed, and if I had any further, whatever. So here's my problem. Once again, as we go back to the beginning, they only care that you use their platform. They only care this troll is using their platform. They don't give a fuck that this troll is bullying people and using their shit unless they get a letter. All those other people's pictures are still up there, every fucking one of them, because they didn't have a letter sent to Instagram. And let me tell you, from the time, it didn't even take 4 total hours. Like, I would say more like 2, but I don't want to be like 2, for them to get on it and it be done and me have an email back, which is crazy to me. On top of that, if you go to Instagram's feed right now and you see this picture of this girl and read what it says, basically Instagram posted a picture of her and is talking an anti-bullying campaign. That's funny considering they won't take care of the bully accounts that are doing the bullying. On that same fucking picture, guys, you can see all of the bullying and hate comments, and Instagram's not policing their own fucking feed. So don't get it twisted. They're not going to police for you. They don't give a fuck whether you're bullied or harassed. They don't give a fuck that 10-year-olds are going on there and looking at titties and ass and making asinine comments. They don't police any of it at all, unless something legal gets involved, which is fucking bewildering to me. That this is the reason, guys, that this stuff happens, because nobody polices it, nobody takes care of it. It's just whatever, because they're just making money on your post. That's really what's happening. So as long as they keep making money and there's no legal threats, they're going to allow these kind of things to continue to happen. So what can we do? Well, I don't even know where to start to begin with, guys. I don't know where to start to try to get harassment and bullying off the internet. At least, I mean, it's never going to go off the internet. Let's be really, really, really honest about that. That's never going to happen. But we do need some laws in place for people like my young nieces. Like, you know, like I have said before, the internet was a place for me to come and kind of be myself. And it was a place that helped me in my younger years. And now it's literally a place to torment people, and it's a place that people almost need to run away from. So it's like, either I have to put up with being bullied and harassed on social media and get a thick skin and just realize that haters are gonna hate, or I have to completely make everything private and pretty much disappear from the internet, which, by the way, even when you do that, you're always gonna get a shitbag troll or family member or somebody like that who sneaks in anyhow. I have blocked my mother on all my social media accounts over and over, and you know, I've recently been told that she stalks them constantly, and it just shows that somebody who has nothing better to do with their life, and somebody who's very miserable and sad and hurt, will do whatever they can to wallow in their misery. And you know, misery does love company, and when nobody wants to fuck with these people and they have nothing better to do and they're lit the fuck up and feeling sorry for themselves, they go and do this to try to bait you. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, they try to bring you down. And here's the thing. We really can't allow them to bring us down. Now, I'm not going to be the girl that's like, oh, I don't feel whatever, it doesn't bother me. Here's the thing. You're allowed to feel some sort of way, okay? You were violated. I was violated. My picture was taken from my feed. This isn't like I got into some debacle about Hillary and Trump with somebody, which I'm not saying that would be okay either, but it's not like I'd ever even met this person. Not like I'd ever crossed paths with this person. Not like we ever had a diatribe. Not like we ever even were friends. Like nothing ever. This person trolled hashtags to then find pictures to go and make fun of. Like, think about that for a minute. What kind of sad, pathetic life do you not have, or actually you have, to where all of your free time is spent, think about this, is spent, she's indoors, okay? Here I am, the picture of me, I'm out with my husband, having a great day, smiling, laughing, whatever. She is in a dark hallway room, taking a selfie with her phone like this, because she has nobody there to take a picture of her. Like, she's legit mad that I have a loving relationship and that I'm happy, okay? So she's that angry. She went through all of that to find a picture, okay? Troll a hashtag to find a picture, find the clothes to mimic my outfit, and then have to turn the right lighting on and try to get the right pose and get her phone kirked at the right angle and everything to make it all work out. And then to go through to do my face, do a side-by-side, put it on, hashtag, go through fighting on the internet with Instagram, taking her account down, re-putting it back up. All of that for what? For what? She can't say it's because she's trying to do anything positive, because anybody that would be trying, even if you were trying to be a health police, like a real legit health police, you would realize that mental health is actually more critical than physical health. Without a good mental health, without a good psyche, it is 100% legit not possible to have a good physical health. So she can't even use that as an excuse. She can't use any kind of vigilante shit except for that she claims she's a shit lord. So that's what she wants to be known for, and I can't even stress about that. But what I can do is I can feel some sort of way. I can look at being violated and not be okay with being violated, because it's not okay. It's not okay to just attack random strangers because you have self-confidence issues. So back to what can we do? I don't have an answer, guys. All I know is that we can continue to talk about it. We can continue to educate each other that it's not us, it's them, and that's the reality of it. It's not some fatty in denial. I have been, harassed at my lowest weight and at my highest weight, everything in between, looking a certain way, looking that way. No matter, you could be the hottest, considered the hottest woman in the world, Kim Kardashian arguably, and people will still, as you see, hate on her so much. That, as Dolly Parton would say, you can be the juiciest, ripest peach in the orchard, but there's still gonna be a motherfucker that don't like peaches. She didn't say it that way, but she said it kind of like that. She's nicer than I am. So at the end of the day, guys, just keep living life unapologetically the way you want to live it, because it is your life, your show, your life, your script, your book, however the fuck you want to call it. I call it my life, my way. And every time I'm about to get like up in my feelings about something, I remember like, bitch, you have a good life. Like, you have 2 little dogs that are just fucking incredible. You have a beautiful home in sunny motherfucking South Florida. You drive a fucking BMW. You have an amazing husband that makes sure you're taken care of. This bitch don't have that. And the reason she don't have all that is because she's a miserable fucking bitch, and nobody likes to fuck with that shit. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I want to shout out to Instagram. I would like an answer, Instagram. Why do you continue to allow this bullying and harassment to happen? You can go, even on your own feed, this picture, this girl, you can go through your own comments and see all the fucking nasty and hate shit. Like, why are you still allowing that, Instagram? As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be nice to each other, because remember, nobody likes a fucking trolling ass asshole. Mwah. Bye, guys.